Okay, welcome everyone. I understand all here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then I'd like to get us started. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kevin. I'm the pastor here at the church, and I've been working with Don and Richard the last few months to get ready for this big day, so we're very excited. If you want to just quick introduce yourself, I think I've met most of you already, but I haven't met you two lovely folks, and I assume I know who you are, but I hate to assume. So if you want to do just a couple, name and why you're here, so that I know.
What's the address?
Okay.
What's your name?
Alan.
I'm Donna Bluray.
Oh,
How cool. I'm Paul, I'm the officer.
I'm Danielle, I'm the best lady.
Okay.
And we skipped Richard, but he's
And I'm Joseph, the videographer.
That's a title. All right, and Richard the groom, I think we know him, so very good. What we're going to do today is run through all the steps so everybody feels comfortable with what's going to happen tomorrow. We'll run through it as many times as we need to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. If you have questions or you're concerned about anything, feel free to ask. Everything we're going to do here today has been pre-planned with Richard and Don to make sure that we're doing what they want to do, though, okay? So keep that in mind if you have concerns. Don't say them too close to Don.
Should I fill in for Stacy?
Come on in, you're filling for Steve. Okay, so, all right. All right.
Remember, you have a white dress on.
Yep, you have a wide dress on, and you've also got flowers on the sides of the pews, so we might just want to go.
Well, and the way I was thinking it too, like your daddy just went a little bit ahead of them and they just like grabbed their arm.
Okay, we can try that. We can try that too.
Oh, that's
Two
cool.
switch.
Yeah.
We'll go in the middle.
Because I'll be wearing something different anyways,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, all right, so.
So like that
Okay, half
was,
the
either
step
way,
or something? Okay.
yeah,
Either way, otherwise I walk like a step ahead of them. type.
right.
Yeah.
I think we prepare either way, just because if fellow doesn't make it with all this, then we do it just the two.
Yeah.
But in case you got that set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have a preference? I think that having the three of them link arms, as I think about just your decorations on the side might pose a problem.
Okay.
So the best way to do it, if you want all three to walk together, would probably be to have Danny walk a little bit ahead of the other two.
Right.
Does that sound good, or would you like to have just the two walk by themselves and have Danny see the grandparents?
You know, it doesn't matter either way. I think the huge Danny brought them all both down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what we'll do is, we'll have the two ladies behind, you'll be leading them, you'll be escorting them down the aisle, okay?
Okay.
All right, excellent. So that is what we needed to figure out. So let's all get to where we're gonna start now, so come on back here if you would, please. Now you're coming down, and you're gonna go slow, yep, enjoy it, enjoy the moment. Yep, this is the one time you're gonna do this, so, so enjoy it. Okay, and so Austin, this is the point that you're going to switch CDs.
Okay, so at this point.
Okay, so Richard and I will be standing up there.
Okay.
Go ahead and switch the CDs.
Okay.
Okay? So this is what I want you to do, Richard. When you see your bride come down, I want you to come down here to meet her, okay? So when you see her start to come down, I want you to come out here, and you're going to meet her right as she clears the pews, okay?
Like this.
After we do the vows, which is I actually am promising something special to you today, then you're going to exchange your ring as a sign of the vow you just made. So at this point, Miss Best Woman Man,
Yeah.
wherever you've got the rings, just so long as you have them, I'll take them from you.
I'll have them at some point.
Thank you. So now what we're going to do, they take center stage, so don't move until they're all the way back there.
Okay, all the way
Once,
back.
yep, once they're all the way back there, then you guys can go out the same way you came in, and you don't have to wedding walk on your way out.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing, okay? You can walk at a normal speed on your way out. So, all right, so they're done?
And then we can walk out.
Okay.
probably would be easier. I love you.
Holy crap. Is that what I think that is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Gotcha.
I love you. Thank you. The bow tie would be easier, but it would look better with this because it's a fatter type tie.
Right.
This one's a skinnier tie.
Which would probably be better for the atomic.
The atomic also needs a fat tie, but it would work with the atomic anyway. I
Right.
could just pull it out farther, and it would look more like the present thing.
Yeah.
So okay, I remember.
I thought, since it's Halloween.
Oh, hey, that's awesome.
No one told me that was leaking. I was
the
standing
ceiling's
on it.
leaking.
Look at the chair, it's wet. And no one told me.
Nobody knew.
Okay, hold on, I gotta.
That's not good.
I remember how to do it. I just gotta pull up how to start it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're almost there.
Oh, perfect. We're gonna squeeze in just a little bit. You're gonna come in this way.
Oh, okay.
I don't have wide angle on.
Shouldn't Grandpa be on the other side of
Grandpa's
Richard?
fine. No,
Grandpa's
Grandpa's fine.
perfect. Always perfect.
You're gonna move in this way, just a little bit. Turn this way. There you go. Turn this way. You're gonna turn this way. I'll move them up. You're gonna come this way. Okay. Back up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go forward. Back back. Keep going.
You're like, well, wait, everything's backwards. You're backwards, you
Keep
mean
going.
forward.
Keep
That
going.
is too funny.
Perfect.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
perfect.
fix his jacket. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Richard's a little wrinkled too. You want to fix his?
Sure.
You're geschmoodled.
Almost want to be back to back. So.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together in the sight of God to witness and bless the joining together of Richard and Dawn in Christian marriage. I ask you now in the presence of God and these people to declare your intentions to enter into union with each other through the grace of Jesus Christ, who calls you into union with himself. Dawn, will you have Richard to be your husband, to live together in holy marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Richard, will you have Dawn to be your wife, to live together in holy marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
You guys have chosen a couple of scripture verses for today. The first one is from Proverbs 3:3-6. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and people. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. And this from the Gospel of John, the 15th chapter. Jesus is speaking, and he says, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love. If you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I have told you this, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be in me. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you. not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name the Father will give you. This is my command. Love each other. Now, Richard and Don, I think it's safe to say that everybody here is excited for you, right? All the naysayers weren't invited. And I think it's a miracle that you guys got together. And I say that because all of this started when you randomly met on MySpace. But I hope you know today there was nothing random about that. You know, generally people really like to hear the story of how two people fell in love and how they got together, but you know, too often that's where we stop and we don't talk about how people stay in love. That's something you don't hear very often. You hear more about the falling in love than the staying in love. And I think it's because, as a lot of people here know, and as you guys are about to discover, and as I think you know deep down in your heart, marriage is hard. It is hard. I mean, it's easy to fall in love, right? All that takes is a pulse. But staying in love is a challenge. Staying in love is a challenge that you are committing to today. Staying in love is what we want for you. It's what I want. It's what all of your friends and family want. Most of all, it's what God wants. So that 50 and 60 and 70 years from now, you guys can be that cute old couple in the nursing home, walking hand in hand, when your kids look at their spouses and say, oh, look at mom and dad. They're just so cute. I hope we have that someday. Love each other. That's the secret. Love each other. Now, it sounds so simple, right? It sounds unremarkable. It sounds very cleverly Disney. Almost cliche, even. But sometimes it's easy to miss the real power in that statement. The foundation for staying in love for the rest of your life, what you need to do to stay in love, you ready for this? To stay in love for the rest of your life, you need to make love. A verb. You thought I was going to say something else? See, now I said it that way on purpose. I said it that way on purpose because I want you to remember that. That to stay in love for the rest of your life, you need to make love. A verb. This is exactly what Jesus does in his passage. He says, if you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I've done with the Father. He doesn't say if you have warm, fuzzy feelings about me, or if you like me, or if you think positively about me, or even if you tell me you love me, that you'll stay in love. He says, if you act lovingly, and you keep my commandments, you will remain in love. Or let me use another authoritative source. Sally had all kinds of feelings for Jack. But we wouldn't say that they were truly in love until they started acting lovingly toward each other, right? Until they started giving of themselves and sacrificing of themselves one for the other. That is when they made love a verb, and that is when we say they were in love, right? And that's your mission. Your mission today is to make love a verb. To help one another, love each other, by putting your love into action day after day, doing the loving thing when you feel like it and when you don't. Because when you do the loving thing, it will help you feel more in love with each other. Making love a verb will sustain the feeling of love that you feel today, and it will grow it, and it will rekindle it when it's lost, and it will make it possible that even 50 years from now, you guys will be more in love than you are today. And that's our hope. And that's God's hope. So today I invite you to do as Jesus said, and to love one another. And now you are going to make some very special promises to each other. You're about to make some promises that are so special that we have a funny word for them. We call them covenant. It's a holy and sacred promise. Never before in your lives have you made a promise this important. Never again will you make a promise this important.
I, Richard, take you, Dawn, in good times and bad, in sickness and health, I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I, Dawn, take you, Richard, to be your husband. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
These rings. That is the most creative way I've seen it.
Everyone knows a clumsy.
Very nice. These rings are the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace, signifying to all the uniting of Richard and Dawn in holy marriage. The ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple. It has no beginning and it has no end. May these rings symbolize your love for and commitment to one another, just as they symbolize the love of God for you. Let's pray. Bless, O Lord, the giving of these rings, that they who wear them may live in your peace and continue in your favor all the days of their life. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Don't have my sister ready for you. No. You're not transferring your shoes out. There's always remind you of whatever I need love. May it always remind you of the precious treasure I have in you. For this one of joy, for your love may be complete.
Richard, I place this ring on your finger. May it always remind you of my never-ending love. And may it always remind me of the precious treasure I have in you. Wear this ring with joy, for your love has made it complete.
You guys have chosen some very special words to say to each other to commemorate everything that you just did in this moment. And so if you would, repeat after me these words to each other.
With this hand, I will lift your sorrows. Your cup will never empty, for I will be your wine.
With this candle, I will light your way in darkness. With this ring, I keep you mine.
Because you have exchanged your vows before God and these witnesses, have pledged your commitment one to another, and have declared the same by joining hands and by exchanging rings. By the power vested in me, as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and the state of Wisconsin, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. You may kiss the bride. Friends, it is with great pleasure that I now present to you for the very first time, Richard and Dawn Weininger. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May he lift up his favor upon you and grant you his peace. Amen.
Okay, got you.
Sideways, camera. Ooh, that. I can sit here. Everybody straighten your shoulders. Sorry, she's gonna stand right in front of you. She gets first dibs. Everybody wait for the shoulders. Hello. One more time.
So it means a lot to you?
Yeah, this is actually one of the places we originally looked at to have our wedding reception.
They have the hall.
They have a
They have a
hall.
hall up there?
They do, but we didn't choose this one. It's a different one. That's what I said.
We're having a party! Did you get it? This time we were camera ready.
Yeah. Oh! What did I tell you about hitting me in the head, woman? I got that, though. Okay, so I'll hold it with the other hand. Watch out for that fishing line up there. I already caught you.
No, that took me a little while, but I got it now.
Do you want to go down the stairs? Oh, there you go. Don't move too much.
Except you got his
hand over his face. You should hold the glasses. Wait, that's Richard.
Oh, good.
When I'm not on the grass, like it's good. So my brain goes, oh, you can stop, and then. Wait, got nibble on your ear. That was ear? Yeah, that's good.
You got a lot of them. I think, okay, well.
down, but hold down. No, hold on. Down. There.
I'm like, where are you going with this, Mary?
Yes. Everybody say we're ready to party.
Ready to party!
Okay, let's see some.
Look up here. Jump in. Jump in. I know, right? It's awesome.
Oh,
I thought it was going to look like hamburger glue, but it worked out. It did not look like a lion. It looks like a hippo. It looks like they're hold on to it. Turn it up on the looking like a lion. I think just them first.
Just them first. Yeah, wait.
They don't want to be down there, but
Yeah, Richard.
That's cute. Careful, Ella.
Okay, Richard, now get up and stand behind her.
I don't want to get it too dirty.
You're never gonna wear it again.
Yeah. Okay, now look at Mary.
Really bright. You get a long ways? No.
It's actually something that runs the ships.
Put your hand out.
They kill fallen prisoners.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say I knew.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody on their feet and to make some noise. The reason We are all here this evening. Put your hands together for your newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Richard Weininger. Perfect time to head over to get a picture of them cutting their cake. Thank you very much.
Is everybody ready? Beep, beep, beep. I'm just gonna get in the way. Over here.
Wait, I think I'll do the cardboard. That's such a big
Richard, you know. That's good. I got that on video for you.
Do it, Joe.
Richard, you got a little something there.
Hello, can everybody hear me? I just want to say hello to everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mrs. Weininger.
Richard and I would like to thank every one of you for coming and celebrating this special day with us. A special thanks to Richard's parents, Chris and Nancy Weininger. Thank you for always making me feel like a part of the family. And of course, thank you for having Richard. And to my sweet Richard, you're my partner, my best friend, and my soulmate. Also my computer guy and my walking purse.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know, my name's Chris. I'm Richard's dad. I'd like to thank everybody for coming this evening to share in our joyous moment. Nancy and I are so proud of you, both of you. When we first met Dawn, we instantly liked her. Her great smile and sense of humor always warms our hearts when we see her. Now that she's part of the Weininger clan, Nancy and I consider you to be part of our family, and you always have a place in our hearts. It's important for both of you to remember these phrases, crucial to a good marriage. Always say, I was wrong, you are right, I love you. In that order. Let's all raise a glass and toast to Dawn and Richard.
Unlike Dad, I don't write speeches beforehand because I kind of go on and on and on and on. For those that don't know, I am the best lady and I am Richard's sister, so obviously I've known him for way too long and I'm really sorry. The moment we met Dawn, it was like a completely different person, honestly, because as long as I've known Richard, he's been really introverted and just hanging out with me, playing video games, and then he met Dawn, and he just opened up as a person, and I can always see from like the day I met Dawn that she was perfect for him. And I love you both. I mean, congrats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dawn and Richard as they dance together for the first time as a married couple. Mr. and Mrs. Winegar. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Braden. Gentleman to my left is Trevor. If there is anything you would like to hear tonight, please let us know. The dance floor is officially open.
Hallelujah. Girl, say hallelujah.